Yo, what up, Ja? We live on YouTube. Go live. Yeah. I wasn't ready to go live. I got baited into streaming by Zoo. I gotta rearrange all my windows here. Alright. Yo, the raid went through. We take those. Free raids. Let's go. Hello, Zoo viewers. What a surprise raid. Where have you guys come from? Thanks for the raid, Zoo. I got baited into going live. I wasn't planning on going live till a little bit later, but I was convinced. I've been doing a lot of glitch testing recently, but I've also been doing some collect all skulls speedruns. I think I'm gonna do another run of collect all skulls today. Hopefully we'll get a good time. I think I'm just gonna hop right into it. I'm gonna get some water while my loading time happens. I'll be right back.
Es war nur ein Schiff da.
Eins? Sind Sie sicher?
Ja.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper. Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf.
Alright, let's do this
Sie
run.
bei abfallender Schildenergiedeckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir.
So
Sie
for this
fertig,
first
Junge?
skull, the way to get
Wo
it
sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein
is you
Panzer
just have to not
funktioniert
enter
gut,
this
Johnson.
elevator.
Also halten Sie sich zurück.
We have to wait 5 minutes. So Johnson will say a specific line of dialogue
Gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht
after
vergessen,
5 minutes,
immer schön
and once he
langsam.
says it, then the skull will spawn. So we just have to fiddle around and do nothing for the next 5 minutes.
Los jetzt, Chief. Die warten auf der Brücke auf uns. Ab in den Lift, Chief. Wir sind spät dran.
So this category is kind of cool and kind of bad at the same time. It kind of sucks because of the resets taking 5 minutes, and even more when you consider the next bit of luck. But so I have to do this level, which takes extra amount of time, and then once we get to outskirts, I have to get the I Would Have Been Your Daddy skull, which is a 1 in 7 just random spawn. My last run I did yesterday, I lost 8 minutes there, so hopefully we get it faster than that. But this category is kind of interesting because it starts out with no skulls turned on. So the game is just like normal legendary. But then as
Ich will die
you
hohen Tiere nicht warten
play,
lassen, Chief.
the game gets harder, and so like the first skull you pick up is the armory skull, which is actually one of the hardest in the game because it makes it so that enemies are like always aware of your position. So instead of like being able to like hide around a corner and wait for them to like lose track of you, they'll never lose track of you. They know you're behind that corner, and they'll come and walk over and find you if you try to hide. So it makes it really hard to do some of the strategies that we normally do on Legendary because the enemies are just hyper aware. Up toy chest. Up gators.
Gut, erklären Sie, Lockwood, warum wir zu spät kommen.
The hardest part about this category for me has been adjusting to the fact that I need to like remember to do all of the skulls. I keep getting stuck in like my rut or like my like memorization of where, oh yeah, I've done these rounds 100 times. I'll just keep autopilot and coast, and then I forget to do the route where I go and pick up the skull, so I just run past them. Do I have access, or can I show that its name was intended to be Cowbell? Yeah, sure. Here's an image of it.
Schwingen Sie Ihren glänzend grünen Hintern in diesen Aufzug.
It's also 2 words though in this game. In Halo 3, I think it's 1 word. In this game, it's 2 words with a space and 2 capital letters. So yeah, this skull I'm about to pick up it doesn't have a name. It doesn't show any text, but it was supposed to be the cowbell skull. And so what that effect does is it makes enemies hear me as if I'm walking with a bell around my neck. That's the cowbell. That's what a cowbell is in real life. You put a bell on the cow so they don't sneak up on you. So you can't really sneak up on any enemies in this
Soll ich
game.
vielleicht bitte sagen?
Johnson said
Wollen Sie
please.
mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie
Means
es
the skull has
einfach
spawned.
geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht.
Well, because they just renamed Sputnik. They just took the Sputnik skull and turned it into cowbell. They either did it on accident or they didn't like the name Sputnik because of its like Russian connotation or something. Either it was like some like intentional change to avoid the name, which I don't know why they wouldn't like Sputnik, but or it was just an accident. But it definitely
Bei
They
meiner
just took the name of
Druckausbildung war
Sputnik,
das
is all they
orbitale
did.
Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist
Sputnik
nur
makes
eine
sense.
von
If you don't know what
300
Sputnik is, it is a launch program by the Russians. It's their, like, we've got like our NASA rovers with names. They have their Sputnik rovers with names.
Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert
It's
feuern,
their,
kommt nichts
yeah, I mean, it makes
Heimliches daran
perfect
vorbei.
sense for the Skulls effect. It's their launch systems. Space program.
Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein. Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
Alarm! Entertruppen unterwegs. Besetzt die Kampfstationen.
Thunderstorm's actually the skull that I don't really understand its name. Is that a reference that I don't understand? Like, why do enemies upgrade to their highest rank on a thunderstorm?
Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung.
All of the other skulls make sense as far as I know.
Hochtüren dicht machen.
What's up, Sparkly?
Waffenschränke öffnen.
I should have thrown it at this guy.
Oh oh, die verlassen die Athen.
Cortana, Lagebericht.
Die Explosion kam aus dem Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie die.
I don't know if I actually got the checkpoint.
Na los jetzt! Ist das eine Waffe oder eine Taste?
Will you chill? I can't headshot him. He's all running around all nimbly bimbly. Okay. I played that a little safe, but I didn't want to die. I didn't have a checkpoint. Alright, 2 skulls down.
Na los, Chief, hier lang.
No, you're supposed to enrage, dickhead.
Fast an Bord, als die auftauchten.
Keine Sorge, Ma'am, wir sind am Ball.
Sir, Eindringlinge im Feuerkontrollzentrum, die haben eine Bombe.
Ist sie zu entschärfen?
Ja, der Chief muss mir aber
Erste Echo, zu mir. Nehmt euch die Kreuzer vor. Schaltet sie nacheinander auf. Zweite Echo, kümmert euch um die
Cortana,
Träger.
Ziele aussuchen
feindliche
und
Schiffe
Feuer
sind
frei.
in der Todeszone. 13
Ich glaube es nicht, wir ziehen sie zurück. Wir haben gewonnen.
Jetzt wird's laut.
Hey, das ist übel. Wirklich übel.
I can't aim. I'm sloppy.
Cortana,
Almost died.
konzentriertes Feuer auf den ersten Träger. Admiral, knöpfen Sie sich den zweiten vor.
Formiert euch, folgt mir.
I've been playing too many different versions of Halo 2 recently. My muscle memory is all messed up. I've been playing on MCC and on
Wird von einem ganz
like the editing kit, and all of them have like different dead zones and sensitivities and controllers and stuff. It's because I've been testing glitches. Going back to the 360 controller, like switching back and forth, is hard. Oh, come on. No, that's so bad. Okay, not bad.
Die Sache ist dringend, Chief.
Schüttelt es ab, Marines! Absturzstelle räumen! Los, los, los!
Three skulls down. 12 to go. This next one's the most annoying. It's literally just a 1 in 7. Oh, I forgot to bring the blind skull. If I win it, I'll go back for it, I guess. I forgot to grab it and bring it. Oops. Oh, let's see. 1 in 7, coming right up.
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Vogel.
Ma'am?
No, I fell. I'm so bad.
Und Verstärkung in die
Get
Stadt.
up there.
Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz.
Verstanden. Ich kümmere mich drum. Chief, viel Glück.
Okay, we didn't get the skull. Try again. We gotta bring the skull with
Die
us.
Sache ist dringend, Chief.
Schüttelt es ab, Marines! Absturzstelle
Yeah, except
räumen!
Jerv didn't actually collect the skull on the armory one, did he? Or I mean not armory, this one that I'm doing. He didn't actually do this one. Oh, I can't get the, why am I missing this? Where do I aim again? Is it not here? Can't find it. Whatever, let's do it the other way.
Mann, wie konntet ihr Clowns überhaupt die Erde finden? Der war gut, amigo. Ich hab einen erwischt.
I gotta remember to bring this with me next time.
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Vogel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz.
Never lucky. No, it doesn't involve 7 checkpoints. You hit one trigger and then you wait for a 1 in 7. The only requirement is hitting this trigger right here. Once you hit that trigger,
Sergeant, ich
you go to
brauche
this
Sie auf dem
room,
Vogel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung
and then you
und
wait for a 1
Verstärkung
in
in die
7, or
Stadt.
you hope to win a 1 in 7. I think
Die
I
brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz.
have to wait 7 more seconds, I think. I don't want to double revert this. I want to try this again, actually. I'm gonna. Let's see. I want to learn something here. We're probably going back to armory, but I want to learn something.
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Vogel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt. Die brauchen
Alright, it's not gonna
tauglichen
spawn. So yeah,
Die Sache ist
it's literally just random. 1 in 7.
Schüttelt es ab, Marines! Absturzstelle räumen! Los, los, los!
Viel zu leicht, euch dämliches Ungeziefer.
Granate unterwegs!
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Vogel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt.
Give me the
Die
dang
brauchen
skull.
tauglichen Geleitschutz.
Nah, we're lucky. Literally casino,
Die Sache
yep.
ist dringend, Chief.
Schüttelt es ab, Marines! Absturzstelle räumen! Los, los, los!
Sieht so aus, als hättet ihr euch viel zu viel vorgenommen.
You know this skull doesn't spawn in co-op.
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Vogel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz.
Verstanden. Ich kümmere mich drum. Chief, viel Glück.
Alright, one more try and then I'm probably gonna restart.
Die Sache ist dringend, Chief.
Schüttelt es ab, Marines! Absturzstelle räumen! Los, los, los!
Bring mich nicht erst dazu, meinen Gürtel
I
abzunehmen.
wonder if I can practice this page. Yeah. Can I do this?
Schon in Ordnung!
Yeah, I can do that. No.
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Vogel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz.
Spawn the dang skull.
Verstanden. Ich kümmere mich drum. Chief, viel Glück.
Terrible game, man.
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Vogel.
It's already decided when she. So you might be asking, why don't I just
Bringen
revert?
Rüstung und Verstärkung in die
Well,
Stadt.
it's already decided at the point that you
Die
get that
brauchen
checkpoint,
tauglichen
so
Geleitschutz.
you can't just revert. Although I do I want to test something. I want to test like delaying checkpoints. There might be a way to get a
Die
better
Sache ist
revert here.
dringend, Chief.
I thought you had to get that checkpoint, but now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think you actually do. I think you just have to hit the trigger for it. Let me test something. I'm pretty sure this works.
Okay, bereithalten!
I don't need to keep practicing my name. It's fine.
Lass dir ruhig Zeit, ich habe sonst nichts vor! Feind, da unten!
Alright, let's see. This I I haven't tested this, but I think it should. First, we want to play this checkpoint slightly. Should get a checkpoint right here. Maybe? Yeah, I delayed that checkpoint wrong.
Nimm deine Maske ab. So hässlich
It's not
kannst du auch
delayed.
nicht sein.
Let's just jump. Let's... One jump here should let me get a checkpoint here. Yeah. Now I want to come. Okay, I want to test it a few times from this checkpoint without getting another checkpoint. Let's see.
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Vogel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz.
Okay, well, that proves something good for me. I'm glad that worked. Okay, well, I can actually make this faster now. Because now, normally, once you get a checkpoint, you're locked in on it. I'm not going to get it this time, am I? I could have kept going, but I'm not going to. We've already lost too much time. So now if I do... Let me do it the other way I was doing it. So if I do it this way, so once you get this checkpoint, you're locked in. Whether or not I'm gonna get the skull is now determined. I'm like locked in on it. So I could come here over and over and I won't get the skull. I probably won't get it this time because I already... We'll see. Yeah, it's not gonna spawn this time. And no matter how many times I revert it, it will never spawn because the checkpoint was too late. So I need to get that first checkpoint and delay it slightly. Okay, that makes sense. And then I need to be careful when I leave here to make sure I don't get sniped. And then I jump up here, I grab the skull, and be careful I don't get sniped again. Because if I get sniped here, then I basically just lose the run. Alright, let's do another run. Let's take it back from the top. I don't want to keep going on that one. We already lost 5 minutes, and I learned a little bit, so let's try again. Actually, we lost more than 5 minutes. We still had to beat the rest of the level, so we really lost like 7 or 8. Alright. Yo, Mukau. Thank you for the prime. Moo moo. Why am I rolling over in my chair? Or something? Why does it feel like my chair's stuck? What's going on here?
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet.
Can you carry a skull between levels if you're holding it? No, you cannot. You can carry over the weaponless state though, which is kind of interesting. So if you use the skull to make yourself weaponless, which is a trick you can do by like overcharging a plasma pistol and then picking up the skull. If you do that, then you can become weaponless and then carry over that state. Which is actually useful for some glitches, because their arbitrary unit possession, it takes count of how many objects are on the map when I do that glitch. Like I'm keeping track of like total objects, and whether or not you carry over one weapon or two weapons or 0 weapons, it makes a difference for how the memory is lined up. And you can actually do some interesting glitches by having one less weapon than you're supposed to, or 2 less weapons than you're supposed to.
Oder versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
What's up, Bart? Did you get any progress in Halo 3?
Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
You found out how it works? Yeah, you just float.
Los jetzt, Chief, die warten auf der Brücke auf uns.
I mean, it's more complicated than that. But in Halo 2, it seems to be the hardest. Halo, the other games, like your speed doesn't reset as easily, and there's some other things that make it a little bit simpler. Like you can get more, but on this one, of course, there's just like more annoying variables. Bark has had secret offline runs going forever. As soon as somebody beats any of his times, he just submits them under the name Nails. I don't know if you've seen any of his videos, but yeah. Bark never stopped. Imagine. Imagine if Nails was just secretly Bark the whole time. Maybe I am Nails. We're all Nails. Well, see, that's where you're wrong, because Nails does come in and ask questions, so I guess you can't be Nails. Nails has a Twitch account, and he chats every once in a while. He's not very active in my chat, but I know he's in here sometimes.
Gut, erklären Sie Lord Hood, warum wir zu spät kommen.
If anyone's wondering what I'm doing, I have to wait 5 minutes for the skull to spawn. So there's nothing I can do except wait for Johnson to say his line of dialogue, and then I can continue the level. So I'm just messing around, moving boxes and doing nothing.
Schwingen Sie Ihren glänzend grünen Hintern in diesen Aufzug. Soll ich vielleicht bitte sagen?
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist kein Geheimnis.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken. Die Erde. Hab sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen. Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter. Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei.
I forgot to pick up the skull. I was testing something with hump launching and I forgot to hold X. I wasted 7 minutes of all of our lives. I want to finish this level while humped, and I think I know it preserves between restarts, and I think maybe there's a Cairo glitch that happens whenever you. I'm gonna check out the doors real quick. I think maybe the Cairo door glitch is caused by crouching on armory. I might be wrong, but I kind of want to check. Just revert. It would be 5 minutes back. Alright, I think that so some of the glitches we've been seeing have been with machine pieces. I think somehow we're preserving the messed up state from one level to another. I was messing with it on, I think Regret. Not every level works, but if you restart mission, you keep your speed, as long as you don't break it. It, like, maintains through the cutscene. I have a feeling that it also happens between, like, loads. You think you got it figured out? Player hitbox can do it too? Okay, well, I wanna hear what you have to say, everything. That'd be interesting. Tell me what you got. Alright, any doors here? No. So, I mean, I assume you're talking about you figured out the machine's freezing. There's a glitch that's happened where there's a door here, and there's not supposed to be a door here. And I think it's because the machine states are getting messed up, and I think it's because they're carrying over from one level to the next, but I don't know. I gotta recollect the skull, though, or restart the level and do it again. I just wanted to check out the doors and see if they were blocked. You wish you can figure that out? Yeah, I have a feeling that it's related to what we're doing. I mean, fuck it. While we're talking about glitches, I'll talk about another glitch that happens. I think this glitch is related too, if you want to look into it. I'll show you a glitch that I know. Have you ever seen the video where I crashed the game on Zanzibar? I drive the Warthog on the bridge and the game crashes. I think that glitch is also related to what we're doing. So there's a glitch where the game just crashes when you play this level, but you can also get different results where the game just like starts to lag and get like it freezes and stuff. So if you do a normal speed run and you go really fast at the start, you can get what's called early cycle. So I'll show you the slow cycle first. So whenever you go through this door, whenever you get to this door, if I get here at the exact right frame, that door will open immediately. I think that's part of. So these doors are machine pieces. I think this is part of the glitch happening. Is me entering its hitbox like on the first frame to activate it. I missed it again. But if you do that, you get fast door and the door opens. And then if you come down and you do something with this next door, if you get like a type of fast door here where you squeeze under the door and then right here the game will crash. I don't know if I'm like within some kind of hitbox or something, but if I turn this corner and my ghost like brushes this corner, right after passing this door the game will crash. So I think it has something to do with early cycle on the first door and then getting to this point. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I think it's the doors. I think it's these things. I'll do it again. I'll show you an example of early cycle so you can actually see it if you're actually wanting to mess with it, because it's not easy to get. But I'll do a quick one just so you can see it if you are wanting to mess with it. So you have to be quick to the ghost, and then you time so that you boost as the door is opening, so you barely squeeze under it, and then you have to cut these corners better than I just did there. So that was too slow. I didn't cut the corners good enough. Don't think that was good enough either. Nope. Not it. I'm rusty. I used to be good at this. When I was doing ILs, I was pretty good at it, but I haven't done it in a while. I'll get there. There we go, that's it. So you see the door was open as soon as I got there. And then I just did the speedrun normally. And then when I got here, this is where the game crashes right when, so I don't bonk. If I drive like perfectly, the game will crash like right here. You missed it, but rewound? Yeah, I got it. This category kills you? Yeah, the category kind of sucks, but I want to get a good time, so we're going to keep going for now. It won't be too bad. Now that I've made Outskirts more consistent, it's really not going to be too bad.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6, kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut, blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper. Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf.
Oh, I forgot the timer. I blame Defend. It's Defend's fault. I blame him. I just love sitting through. I can't do all of the I can't do it. It's not possible. There's too many things that need done.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper. Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf.
Okay.
Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergiedeckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
And now we wait.
Los jetzt, Chief. Die Druck auf uns.
Don't forget to stretch.
Ab in den Lift, Chief. Wir sind spät dran.
So yeah, I'm waiting because it takes 5 minutes to spawn the skull. I know it's not fun, it's the start of the speed run, but the skull will not spawn unless you wait 5 minutes. So I just have to sit here. The only things you can really do are like move boxes around and push Johnson, but every time I get distracted doing other stuff, I end up screwing it up and making myself die or lose time. So I'm not gonna test anything. We're just gonna sit and be patient. It's gonna be a test of patience. Isn't that right? Patience. Just know I can steal the flashlight from the elevator. Oh, did I already mess it up? Oh, there it goes. Okay, so you see there's light on the ground? If I turn on my flashlight, that light turns off. Alright, back to being patient. No more fun. You gotta stop having fun. Nobody's allowed to have fun on this level.
Chief.
Only sadness, that's right. That is the Halo 2 speedrunning experience. The fundo. Good patience for the run. Yeah. Honestly, it's the hardest part is patience. Look, I already damaged myself. I got distracted for 5 seconds and I take damage. Go back to being patient. Go back to being patient. Stand behind the table. Just wait. Just wait. I'm gonna get water. Can't be impatient while you're getting water.
Schwingen Sie Ihren glänzend grünen Hintern in diesen Aufzug.
Alright, it's about to happen. He's gonna say it. 30 seconds. Our patience is paying off, guys. Hardest part of the run. It'll pass right here. I'm unironic when I say this has been the hardest part of the entire run. I've been routing this category for like only a week now. And I've done more resets at this point than all of the other parts in the game combined. I've done 26 resets, as you can see on the timer. I swear 23 or 22 of them are before Outskirts. I just keep losing runs to this first section. And it's always just like the dumbest impatience. I forget to pick up the skull, I forget to start the timer, I get bored and I accidentally like fall off the map or splatter on a box. I've forgotten the skull like 3 times. Wait, so it takes 7 minutes to get here, right? 6.5 minutes? And then you can barely see it right there. The skull is coming in the distance, but you have to pick the skull up off the box, or it doesn't not spawning the skull isn't enough. You actually have to activate it. That's the speedrun here, is to activate all the skulls. So we've spawned it by waiting 5 minutes, and now we've activated it. So this skull is the skull that makes enemies aware of your location. You can no longer sneak up on enemies the same way you can without it. It puts a cowbell around your neck and makes enemies always aware. They hear you coming. It's one of the most annoying skulls in the game. It makes some of the traditional legendary strats much harder because the enemies see you way quicker.
Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs.
You know, some of the regulars from YouTube chat I haven't seen in a while. I guess it's the holidays. I guess a lot of people are probably away on holidays and stuff. I was wondering if YouTube was changing how it was doing notifications or something, because I haven't been checking my numbers, but I haven't been seeing the same people I always see. But now that I think about it, it might be holidays. Out of the way, Marine. Alright, we're in. You're not gonna... No, why was the other one still shooting? That's not that much time lost, it's fine. No, you one shot, dude. We're going back. No, we're not. We're not going back. We're not going back. Keep going. It's only a minute. Whatever. Keep going. I'm not waiting fucking 7 minutes because I got one bulleted. We're not going back. We're not going back. If I die again, we're going back. I got so greedy there. I wanted to stick him, but I needed the grenade. That's funny. Alright, whatever. Run's blessed. We didn't die.
Oh oh, die verlassen die Athen.
Cortana, Lagebericht.
Die Explosion kam aus dem Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie die.
Na los jetzt! Ist das eine Waffe oder eine Tasche?
Vorsicht aufprall.
Na los, Chief, hier lang.
Stupid screen shape.
Ich war fast an Bord, als die auftauchten.
Keine
Alright.
Sorge, Ma'am, wir sind am Ball.
How much time are we gonna lose? It won't be that bad, right? What are you doing over there? Don't enjoy this
Kann
spawn.
das sein? Hat die Malta die Eindringlinge schon verjagt?
Malta, wie ist Ihr Status?
Did I get the checkpoint? Okay, I'm not restarting. You can't make me. Are you really just unaware? He doesn't know. He doesn't know. Okay, well I'm going back. They made me. I'm doing it. They tested my patience. I gotta turn off the skulls. Ugh. I don't know. That wasn't too bad of a run. This category start is a slog. Once the run gets going, it's better. But boys, the intro is not that fun. I want to get one good run to put on YouTube though, because it's a category that it just feels like it should have a YouTube video, and I don't think anyone's ever really done this. Well, I have. I've got a couple attempts. I've done it like 3 or 4 times now, but I want to get a better time. I want to get something worth posting on YouTube. I bet you can figure it out, cheese. It's a speed run, and almost everything I do has an intention.
Naja.
It's faster. That's the answer. That's the answer for most things when you go to a speedrun stream. If something's weird and doesn't make sense, the answer is usually because it's faster.
Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper. Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient.
I didn't start the timer! Oh, I'm losing it, man. I hate this game. This is what I'm talking about with... I just keep resetting armory to random small things. I forget the timer, I forget the skull. This whole category is just such a break from my habits. Everything is just foreign. I have to relearn all my muscle memory. It's the biggest challenge is to overcome muscle memory.
Der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam.
Thinking about going back at the new year, J Silver. Thinking about January 1st doing the sub 120 grind.
Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich.
I think I'm not quite happy with the time I got yet. I'm happy to finally have the record, but I think there's a little bit more grind left.
Gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilder getestet.
I don't know, do the viewers want to see the sub 120? Should I move on? The thing is, I want to give some time for these glitches to pan out. There might be time save on the horizons, so we got to see what's coming. But even without new time saves, I can still like get a better time. But we might have new stuff on the horizons as well, so I'm a little reluctant to jump into runs anytime soon. But I think give it another month or so. I want to work on... There's some YouTube content I want to have out by the end of the year. I want to do a... I get distracted. Muscle memory, oh my god. I tell a story, someone asks me a question, I get involved, and then... I'm losing it, man. I'm losing it. It's not your fault, Jay, so right? I like reading chat. I like answering questions. That's why I'm streaming. I'm not blaming anyone. I like the chat interaction. It's my fault. It's just insane. I just can't focus long enough to beat this stupid level. If you guys are wondering why I had to reset, I forgot to spawn the skull. You have to wait outside of that elevator for 5 minutes to spawn the skull. And I treated it like a speed run. I ran into the elevator, I continued the run, and the skull won't spawn. So we go again. It's this one.
Der war sowieso völlig veraltet.
Surely it's this
Das hier
one.
ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben.
I just have to shut up and not read chat.
Gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper. Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilder getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergie.
Alright, I'm not entering this elevator.
Oder er versteckt sich
No matter how much you ask, Johnson, I will not enter that elevator until you say please.
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut, Johnson. Also halten Sie sich zurück. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Nice, Digital. I'm curious to see what results you get from all of that.
Los jetzt, Chief, die warten auf der Brücke auf uns. Ab in den Lift, Chief. Wir sind spät dran.
Enter it, I dare you. 5 gifted, I'll do it, Bart, right now. We're not gonna get distracted, man. We're not gonna get
Ich will
distracted.
die hohen Tiere nicht warten lassen, Chief.
time. Try it again. I'll explain it again because I want it to be in the YouTube video anyway. But I'm waiting around right now because the skull won't spawn. I have to wait 5 minutes for Johnson to say a specific line of dialogue. As soon as he says it, the skull will spawn and then I can continue the level. Until then, we just get to twiddle our thumbs. With Halo Legends. I've never seen it, but I know some people are big fans of it. I'm not really into the lore of this game, to be honest. Like, I don't watch any of the extended media or TV shows. I know some people really enjoy it, but I just consider that kind of like extra fluff. The games are what kind of brought me in. I like the way the multiplayer played back, like Halo 2 in 3 days, with like all of the stuff you could do on Xbox Live. That's what I really loved. The ranking system, the matchmaking, the social custom games, Forge, making screenshots, making little machinima movies, sharing cool maps, doing Jenga, doing speedruns, doing glitches, getting out of all of the maps, trying to go MLG Pro. That was the stuff that made me fall in love with the game. How many language versions are there? There's French, English, German, Spanish, Italian, Chinese, Korean, and Japanese.
Soll ich vielleicht bitte sagen?
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken. Die Erde. Hab sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen. Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie.
Bark, are you talking about the anime or the TV series thing? I didn't watch either, but I think fans hated it because it was not the games. Why do these companies insist on like the Paramount show? I mean, I'm sure it was fine, but I get why fans. I didn't watch it, but like I don't get why these companies like buy an intellectual property and then like not use the source material. Like, why buy the rights to make a Halo thing or like pay a bunch of money to make a Halo thing and then not make it about Halo? I don't really get that. They do that with like, it's not just Halo. It happens like all the time. Why? What's the point?
Alarm, Enter-Truppen unterwegs.
Sir?
I guess, I mean, in one way they're trying to expand to a new audience. The old audience obviously loves the old story, but maybe a new audience would love a new story, so who knows. But it just feels weird to, like, shoehorn in, like, the name of the franchise Halo, but it clearly wasn't really about Halo.
Keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung. wiederhole, das ist keine Übung. Hochtüren dicht machen.
Wait, I just realized the Flood were never even in the TV show? Is that what you're telling me? You said they teased the Flood. That means they ran an entire Halo TV show without the Flood? The whole purpose of Halo is the Flood. You literally cannot tell the story of the game without them. Oh, the Flood are in the show? Oh, okay. Like, oh, is that gonna kill him? Like, how is anybody supposed to know, like, the word Halo, it's a thing in this video game, it's an object. It's not like the Halo that an angel wears. Because, like, whenever a normie, like a normal person who isn't aware of the Halo universe, whenever they hear the word Halo, they think an angelic being. So, to break that, like, perception, you have to explain to them what a Halo is. You have to show them the ring, and you have to tell them its job. And you can't tell that story without the story of the Flood, can you? Do they not do any of that in the TV show? I didn't watch it, so I don't know. But I feel like you would have to.
Cortana, Lagebericht.
Die Explosion kam aus dem Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie die.
Na los hier! Ist das eine Waffe oder eine Tasche?
Did I pick up the skull? Can anyone confirm that I actually picked up the skull on Armory? Because honestly, I've already forgotten, and I don't know that I did. I've already blanked out and, like, reverted to my muscle memory. Did I actually pick up the skull on Armory?
Keine Sorge, Ma'am, wir sind am Ball.
I did. Thank you for confirming. No, we're back really far. It's not that bad. Oh, I dropped it on the seat. Okay, thank you. I remember that now.
Na los, Chief, hier lang.
Ich war fast an Bord, als die auftauchten.
Keine Sorge, Ma'am, wir sind am Ball.
No. Alright, it's a sloppy start, but I'm not restarting. It's fine.
Ist sie zu entschärfen?
Erste Echelon zu mir. Nehmt euch die Kreuzer vor. Schaltet sie nacheinander
Sie die
aus.
Bombe.
Zweite Echelon.
Blau.
Kümmert euch um die Träger.
Cortana, Ziele aussuchen
Feindliche
und
Schiffe
Feuer
sind in der
frei.
Todeszone. 13 Kreuzer,
Ich
2
glaube nicht, die ziehen
Sturmträger.
sie zurück. Wir haben gewonnen.
Jetzt wird's laut.
Die Träger brechen durch, Sir. Sie nehmen Kurs auf Kairo.
Cortana,
I got it. Thank you for confirming, Spelunker.
Admiral, knöpfen Sie sich den zweiten vor.
Formiert euch. Folgt mir.
Der erste Träger ignoriert uns völlig, Sir. Er hat das Trümmerfeld der
Thanks for hanging out, Digital. Thanks for testing stuff.
Übrigens, die Bombe wird von einem ganzen Haufen Eliten bewacht. Sie werden sich etwas ausdenken müssen.
we're out.
Die Sache ist dringend, Chief.
Schüttelt es ab, Marines!
Yo, Spelunker with the $20, thank you. Does that encourage me to go back to Legendary? Like I was saying, I'm not going to do it immediately. It's not going to be till probably at least January, but I am considering returning soon. I want to let this glitch stuff play out first, though. I want to see if we find anything new soon. But I do want to. We've been researching some new glitches recently, though, and I feel like we're pretty close to some new stuff. There might be some time save on the horizon.
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Flügel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz.
Never lucky. Alright, 1. How many tries do I give this? Like 10 maybe before I reset? I don't know.
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Flügel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz.
Give it 7. I should get it 63% of the time in 7 attempts.
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Flügel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz. Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Flügel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz.
Is that 4?
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Flügel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen
Checkpoint
Rüstung und
timer, I
Verstärkung
think,
in die Stadt.
Mogami. I think it's like a 7-second cycle. You should never have to wait more than 8 seconds, I think.
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Flügel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz.
Is that 6?
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Flügel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz. Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Flügel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt. Die brauchen
Zero shot?
tauglichen
Should I do zero
Geleitschutz.
shot next? No jump after that? Just do all the meme categories? Am I just gonna become the Halo 2 meme master? One category that I was thinking about doing, I don't really know what to call it, but a true all skulls on speedrun. If you wanted to go by the ethos of not having like extra profiles unlocked before the run starts, would be doing this category and then Lasso immediately after. So it would be like a collect all the skulls, watch the credits, then start it up on Heretic again, but do a full all skulls on run.
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Flügel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt.
Is it just never
Die
gonna
brauchen
spawn?
tauglichen Geleitschutz.
This is 8, right? It has to be on Legendary because skulls only spawn on Legendary.
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Flügel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz.
Oh, it spawned. Wasn't even paying attention. Do I keep going or did it take too long? Oh, I accidentally activated the fight anyway. Alright, whatever. I knew I threw the skull too low. Oh, I was gonna do a trick to skip the fight here. Because that happened. Dude, I was so far behind that wall. I want to talk to a developer. That wouldn't be faster than what I'm doing, I don't think, Mogami. If you could do, like, your old version of All Skulls where you're allowed to save and quit, any percent into what I'm doing would add, like, an hour. I don't think it would be faster. I think what I'm doing would just be faster overall. Right? I don't... You might be able to make it faster by starting on easy, but I don't think so. It would just add too many, like, loading times and wasted time. See, the general concept of my run is like, if I gave you a brand new disc and a brand new console and I said, show me an All Skulls on speedrun. If you're sitting there fumbling and saying, I need all day to set up my skull profiles before I can do a run, then, I mean, that should be part of your time. If you need all day to set up your profiles before you can do your speedrun, then it's not like, I don't know, it's not a true speedrun as far as I'm concerned. If you can't just do your speedrun to impress somebody, then what's the point? If you showed up at somebody else's house and they said, oh, you're a Halo 2 speedrunner, beat the game in an hour, and you respond saying, oh, sorry, I can only do that at home, you'd look like an idiot. What is my any percent record? Do I have a command for that? I don't remember what I got. Didn't I get faster than 110? I think I had like a 107 or something. Yeah, I have a 107.38.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier
No,
ist
that's
ein Mark
that's
6,
RTA.
kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut.
Yeah,
Blicken
but
Sie
that
jetzt
does,
auf
you
das
still have to
untere.
collect the skulls.
Ordnung.
So you would have to
Blicken Sie noch einmal
do
auf das obere.
the easy
Das
run,
war's.
and then you would
jetzt
have to
noch
go
auf das
back and
untere.
collect
Okay.
all the skulls, which takes like an
In
hour.
Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper. Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergiedeckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut, Johnson. Also
Oh yeah, but I mean, my 234 is really bad. Sub 2 is probably possible on this
Sie dürfen
category.
gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen.
You thought it'd be more entertaining? I don't think it'd be faster
Ich halte ihn
though.
dir an. Los jetzt, Chief. Die warten auf der Brücke auf uns.
Hold on one second.
Ab in den Lift, Chief. Wir sind spät dran.
Alright.
Ich will die hohen Tiere nicht warten lassen, Chief.
So if you guys are wondering what I'm waiting for, I have to wait 5 minutes for the skull to spawn. Johnson will say a line of dialogue, and then it'll spawn the skull, and then I can continue with the speed run. Just gotta wait. I'm gonna drink some water and stretch. I recommend all of you guys at home do the same. Don't forget to hit the follow button, follow my channels. I do glitches and speed runs all the time. You're about to watch this world record. I'm calling it before we even get the run going. I'm calling my shot. We're gonna get second try skull spawn on
Warum wir zu spät kommen.
outskirts. We're gonna do first try pretty much everything else. It's gonna be a good run. Don't worry. Buckle up. Hi YouTube. Hi Mom.
Schwingen Sie Ihren glänzend grünen Hintern in diesen Aufzug. Soll ich vielleicht bitte sein?
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken. Die Erde. Hab sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen. Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie.
I'm doing the math, Mogami, and I think you're right. I think it would be faster to do easy and then do your version. I think it would save enough.
Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter.
That'd be a funny category. I think that would be faster.
Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei.
Because some of the skulls are really early, a lot of the skulls are really early on the long levels too. Like, you would save so much time on Oracle, Regret, and Sacred Icon because you wouldn't have to do the endings of any of those levels. I forgot the skull! I was doing math! Oh my god!
Sie sagten doch, es gäbe keine Kameras.
Und Sie sagten, Sie würden sich
I'm gonna lose my shit. This category is the hardest category I've ever ran. I can't do it. This is the second time this session I've wasted 7 minutes of my time. And it's like the 5th time overall. I've done this like 5 times. It's impossible. It's impossible to break my muscle memory. Dude, I've done so many thousands of runs, I just can't do it.
Wenn Sie mich auf Knien sehen wollen, muss ich Sie enttäuschen. Sind Sie sicher?
I can't do it.
Alarm! Entertruppen unterwegs.
Oh my god. Armory's the run killer. Alright, I need a palate cleanser. I gotta do something different for like 10 minutes to reset the mental here. What do? We wanna do a glitch. What glitch do I wanna do? What do I wanna test? Just super bounces for a minute. Do I wanna test? I don't wanna test hump launch, and it's gonna wear out my controller in my hands. Let's just do some super bouncing.
Slayer.
So what's up, T-Flow? I said I'd be done in 25. Well, still got another month left then, huh? Didn't I say God I hope not whenever someone asked if I would be speedrunning in 10 years? Or was that a different event? I feel like I've answered that question on camera before. I don't go back and watch any of my old content, so I've actually never seen my GDQ run. I don't like watching my own stuff, so I let them exist. I read the comments. I like when it was out, I was reading like most of the new comments and stuff, and that was cool. But in terms of like actually watching the video, no, I don't watch my old videos. Any cool Ghosts and multiplayer maps? Yeah, there's a couple.
Slayer.
When you click your Prime membership, it says you don't have Prime. Does anyone else have this issue? Is it already linked to somebody else's account, or have you already used it this month? Does it give you a date when it's gonna be usable, or does it say you don't have it at all? I don't know. I don't really know how it works. You might already have your Amazon account linked to a different Twitch account, or do you share the Amazon with somebody else? Maybe a family member or something? Otherwise, I don't know. I don't know if you saw it, Xano. I ghosted right here. That's how I got out here. Ghosted off of this and walked through right here. There's some that you've probably seen before that you might not realize it, but they are ghosting. Like, there's a popular one on Lockout. A lot of people know this one.
Slayer.
Right here. This is a ghost. You get offsets here on the roof. And then you can clip through the ground right here. I sucked at that jump. Come on. No. My movement is bad right now. I'm so used to the other versions I've been playing. I don't feel smooth. Alright, let's do another run. Oh my goodness. Yo, Shipmaster's with a 35 streak. Thank you. Notice that.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper. Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen
I need you guys to help me out and not distract me. You guys need to type the word skull in chat. Whenever I get in this elevator, I need the word skull written in chat. That's... I'm passing some of this blame to you guys. At this point, it's happened enough times that not a single person has reminded me once. I feel like I'm not taking 100% of this blame.
Panzer funktioniert gut, Johnson. Also halten Sie sich zurück. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen.
It's gotta be partially on you guys.
Schaut ihm die Hand.
So we have to wait again. I'll explain it again too, because I want the explanation in the video if I ever get a run. But we have to wait for 5 minutes here. The reason we have to wait is the skull will not spawn. There's a line of dialogue that Johnson needs to say, and it takes about 5 minutes for him to say it. I just have to wait around in this room. Once he says it, the skull will spawn and I can continue the mission. The problem is, I keep waiting around for 5 minutes, and then getting distracted and forgetting to pick up the skull because I revert back to my speedrunner mentality and I just get into my muscle memory and I just speedrun the game and I just blank. So I have to not do that. You typed it, but you got advertised on. Feels bad.
Gut, erklären Sie laut wird, warum wir zu spät kommen.
Is Collector's Skull's gonna be faster with the way Griffin has recommended? I'm thinking about it now. And Griffin's idea is probably faster. Man, I might just kill this category and change it completely under Griffin's suggestion. I don't know, maybe we'll get a good time with this and then try his idea. Have I considered doing MCC any percent? Yeah, any percent on that game that's just starting up the Great Journey. All the levels are unlocked at the start. What's his idea? to beat the game on easy first and then go back and play on legendary and collect the skulls so that I don't have to beat the entire mission. Because right now what I'm doing is I'm playing through all the levels and I'm collecting the skulls as I go. But if I played through on easy first, I could unlock the missions first and then hop around. And I think it might be faster to hop around. I might try that. That sounds like a fun thing to try next.
Soll ich vielleicht bitte
Also,
sagen?
Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken.
Skull, thank you for reminding me.
Hab sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen.
Thank you guys, thank you. You guys did not fail your jobs.
Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe...
I'm serious. If I keep doing this category for longer, I would appreciate it if you guys did that every time. It will help me not forget.
Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei. Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein. Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
Alarm.
Here we go.
Truppen unterwegs. An alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen.
Hört sie!
I think Gravemind is the only other one I'm likely to forget and would appreciate a reminder on. All of the others I'm pretty much gonna get.
Könnten Sie alle diese Dinger töten? Das wäre einfach fantastisch.
I didn't make it up here, did I? Please die, dudes.
Waffenschränke öffnen.
No, it's gonna be hard to forget High Charity because I'm gonna look at the splits at the start of the level and realize that I'm competing against a 10-minute split. And once I do the level, it's like completely different.
Kam aus dem Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie die.
Na los jetzt! Ist das eine Waffe oder eine Tasche?
You can't pick up skulls on easy. They don't exist.
hier lang.
How'd that guy not in range?
Ich war fast an Bord, als die auftauchten.
Keine Sorge, Ma'am, wir sind am Ball.
Ain't no way, man. Dude, come on. Blind is the exception. Assassin spawns, but it doesn't activate. You can't actually activate assassins on the lower difficulties. Blind is the only exception. But that one, I mean, it's easy to grab on all difficulties, so it doesn't matter. Oh, come on, dude. I'm restarting. I don't want to restart. I really don't want to restart. I can't make it past this hallway. That first death was so annoying. I don't want to restart. I don't want to restart. Come on.
Keine Sorge, Ma'am, wir sind am Ball.
Hey, kann das sein? Hat die Malta die Eindringlinge schon verjagt?
Sir, Eindringlinge im Stillstandungszentrum. Die haben eine Bombe.
Ist sie zu entschärfen?
Ja, der Chief muss mir aber helfen, an die Zündkapsel
Ich glaube es nicht. Die zieht sich zurück. Wir haben sie Bombe. Im Laufschritt. Cortana, Ziele aussuchen und Feuer frei.
I really don't want to restart.
Erste Echelon zu mir. Nehmt euch die Kreuzer vor. Schaltet sie nacheinander aus. Zweite Echelon, kümmert euch um die Träger.
Alle feindlichen Schiffe sind in der Todeszone. 13 Kreuzer, 2 Sturmträger. Jetzt wird...
Oh, come on, man. Dude, there's this alarm going off outside, and I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's really annoying. It's like super distracting.
Jetzt wird's laut.
Die Träger brechen
So
durch.
good.
Sie nehmen Kurs auf Kairo.
Cortana.
Why do cars even have alarms? I've never heard a car's alarm and thought I should stop that burglar. I just think the owner's an idiot. Every single time.
Der erste Träger ignoriert uns völlig, Sir. Er hat das Trümmerfeld der Malta in Richtung Erde durchbrochen. Übrigens, die Bombe wird von einem ganzen Haufen Eliten...
Never once in my life have I even considered that a car alarm could be a crime in progress. It's so ingrained in me to just be annoyed by them. I'm losing it. Can you guys hear it? Is my mic picking it up?
Schüttelt es ab, Marines! Absturzstelle räumen! Los, los, los!
The dogs are getting mad at it too. The dogs are barking. It's fucking cacophony. Did I just throw the skull through the ground? What? Give me back my skull. What's up, Brand? I'm sorry your bowling went bad.
Mann, wie konntet ihr Clowns überhaupt die Erde finden?
Dem lässt du am besten...
I can't focus with this stupid alarm and all the dogs barking, man. You can hear it, but only when I talk. Oh, it's so bad.
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Vogel.
Ma'am,
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz. Sergeant, ich brauche sie auf dem Vogel.
It's still going off.
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung.
It just stopped and restarted.
Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz.
Stopped and restarted again. Okay, so it's just gonna go on forever?
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to look out my window to see what's happening. It's like the car owner is like manually stopping and starting it over and over again. It's like, you know, normally cars have a timeout where like you can hear it'll go on for like a minute and then it'll turn off and then you can hear it time out. It's like this car is timing out. It waits like 2 seconds and then just starts going again. It just stopped. It stopped. It didn't actually start up again. It didn't start up again. Oh my god. Holy cow. Car battery died? Maybe. Alarm shouldn't pull that much battery. I guess if it flashes the lights and it makes the noise, I think some aftermarket batteries can actually drain your battery pretty hard. Yo, Repsol, thank you for the 7-month streak. Was someone launching? Yeah, that's what he's doing. Someone's out there crouching on their freaking warthog.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper. Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergiedeckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut, Johnson. Also halten Sie sich zurück. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge. Aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns.
You know, I'm thinking about the route for collect all skulls, and it might be kind of fun to do it the way I freaking forgot already. I was thinking about the route for the all skulls on run. But like I was saying, I think it will be faster and maybe more fun to do the way he was thinking. That would be interesting. Because I could pick up Sputnik first. And that would make some of the levels faster. Where could I use Sputnik on the first half of the game?
Naja, der war sowieso.
Doesn't really have any use on Cairo because we're stuck in hallways and the skull is like not in space, so it would be too early for it to be helpful there. Outskirts, it could help me get on the roof and launch a vehicle. Definitely some use there. Metropolis, I could like launch across the bridge. I could launch up to the skull. That'd be interesting. Arbiter, not much of a use. Oracle, not much of a use. Delta Halo, I could launch to the skull. Do the Ghost Gap jump a little easier. Regret, could launch to the skull. I could launch across the little gap at the start. Sacred Icon, I would. Gap jump at the marine area, that's about it. And everything after quarantine zone.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut, Johnson. Also halten Sie sich zurück.
Okay, we're waiting 5 minutes again. This is the last time, though. We're getting a run right here. No more forgetting the skull. No more dying. Good old-fashioned speed run.
Los jetzt, Chief. Die warten auf der Brücke auf uns. Ab in den Lift, Chief. Wir sind spät dran.
I don't know what you're asking, Spelunker.
Ich will die hohen Tiere nicht warten lassen, Chief. Gut. Erklären Sie, Lord Hood, warum wir zu spät kommen.
Alright, once the 5 minutes is up, Johnson will say please and the skull will spawn. Only about a minute left or 2 minutes left. Fortune, are you here by chance? You're not lurking, are you?
Schwingen Sie Ihren glänzend grünen Hintern in diesen Aufzug.
Thank you, Spelunker.
Soll ich vielleicht bitte sagen?
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken. Die Erde. Hab sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen.
Alright, we're not forgetting the skull. I see it.
Bei meiner Grundausbildung war
It's
das
there.
orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter. Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei. Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein. Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
Alarm! Entertruppen unterwegs.
Viel Spaß damit! Das kriege ich da schon raus.
Alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen. Dies ist keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung.
Das Geschütz haben.
The car alarm just came back. Are you kidding me? Okay, it stopped again. Dude, someone's just fucking with me. It's Zoo out there just playing with his freaking key fob, I know it. I'm on to you, Zubert.
Oh, die verlassen die Athen.
Cortana, Lagebericht.
Die Explosion kam aus dem Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie die.
Don't go away. Ooh, almost died. How are you dodging that shit? Alright, we played safe, but I didn't want to die. Alright, thunderstorm activated. Zoom in. Can't aim though.
Na los, Chief, hier lang.
Fast an Bord, als die auftauchten.
Keine Sorge, Ma'am, wir sind am Ball.
I only have 8 sword. I need to keep that in mind.
Kann das sein? Hat die Malta die Eindringlinge schon
Erste Echelon zu mir. Nehmt euch die Kreuzer vor. Schaltet sie nacheinander auf. Zweite Echelon, kümmert euch um die Träger.
Alle feindlichen Schiffe sind in der Todeszone. 13 Panzer, 2 Sturmträger.
Dude, one of the times I really need to use the sword. I can't. I couldn't sword him.
Der Chief muss mir aber helfen, an die Zündkapsel heranzukommen. Die feindlichen Schiffe sind in der Todeszone.
Ich glaube, es geht Sie zurück. Wir haben Ziele aussuchen und
Jetzt
Feuer
wird's
frei.
laut.
Träger brechen durch, Sir. Sie nehmen Kurs auf Kairo.
Cortana, konzentriertes Feuer auf den ersten Träger. Admiral, setzen Sie sich den
why am
zweiten
I-
vor.
Formiert euch.
What am I doing here, man? I'm just gonna keep going.
Der erste Träger ignoriert uns völlig, Sir. Er hat das Trümmerfeld der Malta in Richtung Erde durchbrochen.
Whatever. Don't have to restart. It's fine.
Übrigens, die Bombe wird von einem ganzen Haufen Eliten bewacht. Sie werden sich etwas ausdenken müssen.
No. This guy die? He did not, man. Oh, man, this car alarm outside is absolutely making me lose my mind. I straight up cannot focus with this guy turning off and on his arm. It's been going on for like 30 minutes now, and it's just driving me crazy. Finally stopped again. It's been like he's intentionally turning it on and off again, because it goes and then it stops, and then it goes and then it stops, and it feels like they're doing it on purpose. I'm losing my mind. Oh. Of course, as soon as I start getting frustrated and yelling about it, it just stops and makes me sound like a crazy person. I think you guys can't even hear it. But man, it is definitely... Have I considered that it's being robbed? For 30 minutes straight in a open public park? I mean, it's not a park, but like, I mean, it's in the open. It happens sometimes, what can I do? Yeah. It's frustrating, man. And it was especially an annoying type of car alarm too. I can't recreate it, but it was like it wasn't traditional. I'm trying to think, how do you describe the noise? I don't know if you guys could hear it. It was like, what is it similar to? I think it has a name. What is the description I'm looking for here? You know, car horns are normally more like a deep, like, honk noise. This was more like a whistling, like, it was a two-tone ee wee 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 woo, but like super loud, like back and forth. I don't know, it was very, very annoying. Super high-pitched, just two tones back and forth, just whistling like back and forth between two tones. Rather than like car horns are, traditional car alarms, I feel like, are either they're just the horn, just like the car horn honking repeatedly, or it's like a pattern of like almost music where it plays a rhythm and then it changes. And there's a few different ones. This one was really bad.
Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper.
For some reason, I don't know if it's the same people, but like sometimes there's this couple in the building that like argue, and then the girl gets mad at the guy and she'll go out and she'll honk her car horn in the parking lot at like 4 a.m. And this happens every like month or two. It's just this stupid couple that yell and scream at each other. Man, I wish I would have been recording the other day, because they had, like, the dialogue that could have been out of a freaking movie, I'm telling you. The stuff that they were yelling at each other, like, in just, like, everyone in the area could hear them. They're just yelling at each other out in the freaking parking lot. They were yelling about how, like, one of them cheated on the other, and so the guy was going away, and the girl was like, yeah, go sleep with your sister. And he was like, yeah, I'd rather do that than sleep with my sister's husband, or something like that. And I don't know, it was weird, man. It was really weird. It felt like some straight, like, comedy movie shit, what they were yelling. One time, they were yelling at each other, and the dude gets in his car and he peels off and he drives away. And then about like 2 or 3 minutes later, he comes back and he rolls down his window and he throws a roll of toilet paper, like brand new pack of toilet paper, at the girl and says, "These are for your shit fits," and then peels off again in his car. They just do shit like that to each other. I don't know. They're just always yelling at each other.
Ich will die hohen Tiere nicht warten lassen, Chief.
Can we get this guy on the stream? Yeah, we'll interview him. Need a co-op partner? Yeah, that's the kind of guy I need. Those guys seem like they'd make good co-op partners, don't they? And clearly they're great in a partnership. They're very good. They have great teamwork.
Gut, erklären Sie, Lord Hood, warum wir zu spät kommen.
I'm not saying I'd eat deodorant, but I can understand the urge to take a bite out of deodorant. Especially like a fresh, brand new stick. It's a forbidden snack. It looks chewable. Kind of like a Tide Pod.
Schwingen Sie Ihren glänzend grünen Hintern in diesen Aufzug.
Alright, just a few more seconds. Yeah, JD, moving away from real buttons to touchscreens in cars has got to be one of the most baffling technological innovations.
Wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Why did we go from like having tactile buttons that like each button has a distinct press and feel and location to a touchscreen where it's all flat? You shouldn't be navigating touchscreen menus in your car. You shouldn't really be messing with buttons on the dash either, but at least you can do that, like, with muscle memory. I think touchscreens in cars are crazy. Skull, 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 skull.
ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter.
There's no way a tablet is cheaper than a physical switch, like an up and down switch. I mean, in a way, yes and no. I guess I can see how, like, all of the, like, to replace one tablet is easier than, like, opening up the dash and diagnosing problems. And I don't buy that it's cheaper. I don't know. I feel like that can't be true. The switches were so simple. They're like, a switch is literally the most simple, like, electrical component. They're so simple.
Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs. An alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen.
It's just cheaper across the board with so many different parts. I can understand that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just so now they have just a one-size-fits-all screen for every single Toyota kind of thing.
Dies ist keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung.
Du dich vor mir nicht verstanden.
Oh oh, die verlassen die Athen.
Cortana, Lagebericht.
Die Explosion kam aus dem Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie die.
Na los jetzt! Ist das eine Waffe oder eine Tasche?
Oh, I thought I had another plasma. Oh, how do I get out of this? Let's do that.
Na los, Chief, hier lang.
No, hit the dang fly.
Ich war fast an Bord, als die auftauchten.
Keine Sorge, Ma'am, wir sind am Ball.
Erste Echelon zu mir. Nehmt euch die Kreuzer vor. Schaltet sie nacheinander aus. Zweite Echelon, kümmert euch um die Träger.
Alle feindlichen Schiffe sind in der
Die Bombe.
Todeszone.
Im
13
Lauf. Ich glaube,
Kreuzer,
Sie
2
ziehen
Stunden.
zurück. Wir haben gewonnen. Feuer
Jetzt
frei.
wird's laut.
Come on, that was fast too.
Ist sie zu entschärfen?
Malta, der Zielstadt dabei helfen, an die Zündkapsel heranzukommen. Alle feindlichen Schiffe sind in der
die Bombe.
Todeszone.
Im
13
Lauf. Ich
Kreuzer,
glaube,
2
Sie
Stunden.
ziehen zurück. Wir haben gewonnen. Feuer
Jetzt
frei.
wird's laut.
Die Träger brechen durch, Sir. Sie nehmen Kurs auf Kairo.
Cortana, konzentriertes Feuer auf den ersten Träger. Admiral, knöpfen Sie sich den zweiten vor.
Formiert euch. Folgt mir.
It's still pretty fast. Alright, that was good.
Der erste Träger ignoriert uns völlig, Sir. Er hat das Trümmerfeld der Malta in Richtung Erde durchbrochen. Übrigens, die Bombe wird von einem ganzen Haufen Eliten bewacht. Sie werden sich etwas ausdenken müssen.
Alright, we're out of Cairo.
Die Sache ist dringend, Chief.
Schüttelt es ab, Marines. Absturzstelle räumen! Los, los, los!
I forgot I should grab it through the hallway instead of through there.
Mann,
When I
wie
do this
konntet ihr
route, it's
Clowns
fine.
überhaupt die Erde
Whatever. It doesn't activate unless you enter the box. If I already had it activated, it would be faster to do what I did, but I don't. You gotta go activate it. So you see I picked up the skull there, but it didn't activate till I entered the box. That's actually useful for the next skull as well. The way this level works is it doesn't care which of the... There's 2 skulls on this level. It doesn't care which of the 2 skulls you're holding, as long as you're standing in the correct area while holding one of them. So I'm going to trick the next one by bringing the first one to the second area. It'll allow me to do a cool little thing. First we have to spawn it though. It's random whether or not it spawns. It's 1 in 7. We're going to get lucky and first try it right here, don't worry.
Sergeant,
Easy
ich
every
brauch Sie auf
time.
dem Vogel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz.
Come on, first try. Come on, give it to me. Never lucky. Go again. Second try. Here we go.
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Vogel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz.
No, I didn't mean to fall. Don't snipe me. Don't do it.
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Vogel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz.
Oh, it spawned this time. Can I get a checkpoint?
Gut, dass Sie kommen konnten. Die Absturzstelle ist jenseits dieses Hotels, Chief. Hier wimmelt es von Allianz. Folgen Sie mir.
Can I get a checkpoint, please? I really need a checkpoint. Okay, there we go. So we haven't picked up the I would have been your daddy's skull yet, but it's about to happen right here. Well, it's still not for a few more seconds, but it's gonna happen soon, don't worry. How'd that guy get up there? Wait, who was that? What was that on the beach? Was that an elite corpse? What was that?
Die wollen bestimmt nicht, dass sie an Bord kommen.
I didn't even get a good look at it.
Das ist der direkteste Weg zum Stadtzentrum.
Don't snipe me! No.
Die meisten Allianztruppen sind direkt unter dem Träger. Die wollen bestimmt nicht, dass sie an Bord kommen. Diese Brücke ist der direkteste Weg zum Stadtzentrum.
Don't snipe me. Okay, there we go. Alright, now we are on our way to grab the skull. So the place I was just at, I dropped the skull in a specific spot, right? You saw me like leave it on the ground. That's where I left it. So now when I come back, I'll pick up the skull, and then it'll be right where... Remember we talked about where all you have to do is hold the skull in the correct area? Well, it turns out this is the correct area. Even if you can't see it, this is where I was just at because of the way the maps overlap. So whenever I pick up the skull on the overlap, it's gonna think I'm in the correct area, and it'll activate the skull. But normally whenever you pick up the skull effects don't activate immediately. This skull is special, it teleports you, and it's supposed to make you fight a wave fight of 28 Ultra Elites. you fight them one at a time. First you fight 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then once you beat all of them, the skull will activate. But I don't want to have to fight 28 Ultra Elites, that's too many. So if I do this, it can't actually spawn the elites, it spawns them out of bounds, and now they're all dying. It also can't spawn me, so I'm stuck and I'm frozen out of bounds. But that's fine, because I'm just gonna, as soon as the skull activates, I will revert to last checkpoint, and the skull effect will remain, and I can continue. Sorry about the flashing lights. It only, okay, there we go. So now the skull has been activated, and we can continue. Easy peasy. That was a grunt. Next Pyro. He must have stuck himself or something.
Vom Träger sind gerade jede Menge Kapseln gestartet. Die nehmen Kurs auf uns.
Tunnel führt zur Brücke. Überall Ratten. Trotzdem besser als schwimmen. Ich habe die Kampfgespräche der Allianz analysiert. Die sind überrascht. Verwirrt. Die haben uns hier wohl nicht erwartet. Keine Menschen. Nicht auf der Erde. Verrückt, ich weiß. Das erklärt aber, warum die mit so einer kleinen Flotte kommen.
Weiter geht's!
Okay. So the skulls that we have turned on so far, if you guys want a quick recap, we picked up the skull on the armory. That skull gives me... It's the cowbell skull is what it technically is. That might confuse some people who played the later Halo games. But on this game, the skull name makes sense. It's as if you've placed a cowbell around your neck. It makes it so that you can't sneak up on enemies. They're more aware of your position. So that's the armory skull. People don't know its name because in the game it's glitched. It actually doesn't show any text when you pick it up. It just flashes the screen white and then the skull will activate. So people used to call it the unnamed skull or the armory skull. Some people have called it Whoopopotamus or that's just wrong. But honestly, those names are just wrong. That's not what it's called in the game files, except on the Master Chief Collection 343 versions. On the original versions, it's the cowbell skull. And I'm playing the original version. So that's the armory one. Then we got Thunderstorm on Cairo Station. That one upgrades enemies to the highest rank. So now everyone will be Ultra Elites, Ultra Grunts, Shielded Flood, Orange Shield Jackals. Everybody is their highest form if they have a special form that goes up higher. And then on this level we've collected Blind, which removes all of my HUD elements. So I don't have a reticle, I don't have a health bar, I don't have a radar. I can't see my grenades, I can't see my ammo. And then the most recent one I just got is the I Would Have Been Your Daddy skull. And that one increases the frequency of rare dialogue. So now you will hear slightly more rare dialogue. Except it's in German, so you can't understand it. At least I can't. It's in German because it's faster.
Formiert euch hinter dem Ziel.
I'm hoping this run completes. This is a good start. I know we're plus 1 minute, but the outskirts I'm competing against got first try skull, so it's hard to compete against that. I have so much time to save on the next missions though. By the end of the run we will be very green. Don't worry. I think this is the run that's gonna go on YouTube. This is the one. Don't kill me.
Nette Begrüßung.
I bark. No. Oh, I heard it as soon as I got dropped. Wow, I can't believe I lived there. Crazy. Okay, so it may look like I forgot the skull, but I didn't. Don't worry. I know where it's at. I'm driving past it on purpose. What's up, Chester? Why did I just get out? That's not what I wanted. By going forward, I despawned a bunch of these dudes, so I can not worry about getting sniped and stuff. Oops. I hope I have one more grenade. Well, I hope I have even one more grenade. I do. Dude, why are my grenades bouncing so weird? You can make it off the hog. I could shoot a rocket. Am I gonna die? Is there any grenades here? Is that a grenade? No. Is this gonna blow me up? Yeah, it is, of course. Dude, am I stupid? I don't know. I need to draw a crosshair on my screen or something, because I thought it was lined up and my grenades were bouncing sideways like every time. I was either hitting a weird pixel or I was just aiming at the wrong spot. Whatever. It's not that much time loss. It's fine. There's a lot of time save on this category. It's not hyper optimized. This is more it's a speed run, but it's more of like a fun challenge run. So I'm not sweating the time loss too bad. So the reason I threw the grenade with the bounce at first is because I wasn't sure if I had plasmas or frag grenades selected. So I was trying to play safe, but then, I don't know, I just couldn't get the lineup. Whatever. We got the skull. Only a minor setback. That skull's the catch skull. It makes enemies throw grenades more often. You don't have to do that. I hate this game sometimes. I'm getting frustrated. These deaths are more frustrating than messing my grenade jumps up. Okay, patience. I don't need to get frustrated. I don't need to reset. What just happened? What? I don't even know how I just shot there. I literally don't think I pushed right trigger. What just happened? Did I just like bonk my controller on my leg or something? actually don't know what happened there. I didn't pull the trigger like intentionally. I might have bonked my controller against my leg, like as I was like sitting in my chair. Well, now I want to reset more. Ugh.
Sir, Corporal Perez, Kompanie A, Kommandostand ist da drüben. Der Lieutenant wurde beim Absprung getroffen.
Wer hat jetzt das Kommando, Corporal?
Sergeant Banksman. Er ist oben, kommen Sie, ich zeig's Ihnen.
Als ich Verstärkung anforderte, dachte ich nicht an einen Spartan. Wir stecken in Schwierigkeiten.
I hate this game. I hate this game.
Marine, habe ich Ihnen das Jammern erlaubt?
How did I do that? I think I like sat up in my chair and pushed down on my controller and did that. That's annoying.
Das hält wohl kaum an. Köpfe runter. Das Ding fängt wirklich an, mich anzukotzen.
Marines, wir holen uns einen Scarab.
Uh-oh.
Es ist hier drüben.
You're not gonna get me. Am I restarting or am I gonna continue? I'm gonna continue for now. The run sucks now. This isn't gonna be what I'm happy with, but I'm gonna continue. Man, focusing for this category and getting everything good is just hard. I don't know, I just haven't been able to have the discipline for it. I just keep making stupid mistakes, like forgetting to pick up a skull or shooting a rocket at myself. Like, these are just... they're not like skill issues in the way of like I'm not good enough at the game. It's skill issues in the way of I just keep like lapsing judgment and fucking up. Because I need a skull to be at the spot of the location, but if I pick up the other skull, it'll activate the fight immediately. Why did I just pick up the carbine? It's fine, isn't it?
Peter, sichern Sie den Hangar und öffnen Sie die Tür, dann kann ich die zweite Lanze absetzen. Es ist gedeckt.
No, I didn't mean to fall. Hit your shit, man. How does that not hit? Oh, come on. I should get a checkpoint. Nope. Come on. You saw where I left it. Yeah, it wasn't exactly in the same spot. I left it like 10 feet to the left on purpose so that it didn't activate. So that I could pick it up and then walk 10 feet to the side and then activate it. I hate this run. I'm gonna do another one, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna do another one. Am I? Should I do glitches? Should I take a break? I want to get a good run with this category, but I'm so tired of grinding the start. Do I do another run? I might take a break. I haven't eaten yet. I should eat. I think I'm gonna come back tonight and hit this category again tonight, but I'm gonna take a short break for now. I need to get some food. I need to stretch. Go be active. I'll raid Sloth and I'll come back tonight. I'm gonna finish this category tonight, but sorry I couldn't get anything good going. We got at least one run out of the very beginning. But I'm gonna be back probably in like 5 hours, maybe even sooner. I'm definitely gonna stream again tonight. I just need to get some food and take a break. See you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the support.